If you've ever seen the word upper chamber, you will realize that major encounters have happened in the upper chamber. And so it was almost traditionally among the Jews where brethren met. Recall that the Passover that Jesus had with his disciples was in the upper room. Recall again that the Pentecost was in the upper room. So it was said among the Jews that a lot of brethren had their meetings in the upper room. So sir, Tabitha died. They carried Dorcas, otherwise known as Tabitha, in the upper room, and they placed Tabitha there. Right step, people of God. The place we experienced his power is the place we will keep our affliction. They carried Tabitha and put there. However, they now started creating a wrong atmosphere that will make the miracle not happen. They were there in the upper room and they were crying. Death in the upper room. Tears in the upper room. There is no way there will be a divine visitation in the upper room. What's going on in the upper room, by the way? And this question is just for men and women of the upper room. What's going on in the upper room? Right now, I do not want to look at a structural upper room. I want to look at your body, your life. The Bible says, for your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost. What's going on in that upper room? Notice as soon as Peter came in, Peter said something wrong is going on here. Something wrong is going on in this upper room, and Peter began to send everybody out. Get out. Get out. For as long as you remain here, divine agenda will not be achieved. People of God, the widows that were crying, were they doing the right thing? They were doing the right thing, but they were not doing the most spiritual thing. Right things are not necessarily the most spiritual things. Most times, right things don't change situations. Only spiritual things change them. Some of you will understand it because you have done a lot of right things, but there was no change. Anything that will not create the atmosphere that I need, send that thing out. When you are on the brink of a new season, destiny is no longer emotional. Some of you use emotion to spoil a revelation, a birthing, a breaking forth. You know where you're going to. Anybody that does not look like that, get out. When you know what God has said, anybody that is not speaking like that, at the end of the day, my result will tell you why I took my decision. And Peter sent all the widows out. Let me say, the Bible says, and Peter knelt down and prayed to God before he said to Tabitha. Let me tell you what is not prayer. Prayer is not declaration. Prayer is first communication with God that empowers you to declare. So there are believers who live all their lives declaring without even communicating with God. You will end up an empty Christian with empty words, creating empty situations. Peter prayed, connection established. Then it is now time to declare to Tabitha. Sir, there are too many people that want to tell Tabitha, rise, but their knees have not knelt. When you bow to Jesus, death will bow to you. As soon as he sent the widows out, he prayed. And then after he was done praying, it was time to look at Tabitha. And then turned to Tabitha and said to Tabitha, Tabitha, arise. Somebody shall say, Tabitha, arise. You know, your Tabitha is different from your neighbor's Tabitha. So you know what you are declaring. So imagine your Tabitha. You know what your Tabitha is. Open your mouth, shout Tabitha. With a loud voice, thunder, say, arise. You know what your Tabitha is. Can you scream it again? Say, Tabitha. Can you shout it louder? Say, arise. For the last time, raise your voice and scream, Tabitha. With a loud voice, can you thunder, arise? Whatever that represents Tabitha around you, I command, let it rise right now. Let it rise right now. Let your amen thunder louder.